Good day, welcome to my channel, and I'm basically reviewing our stay here in Royalton Bavaro. We're booked here 5 days and 4 nights, and those are weekdays. I think it will also matter because in weekdays there are few people. There will be few people who will be booked, fewer for sure, fewer than the weekend. So we are here at Royalton Bavaro, and I'll give you a quick run through of what they have here. So stick around and then let's have a look. Especially this video is going to be helpful if you're planning to come here for a quick vacation. So I'll give you some bits and pieces of information, advice, a little tips here and there. So stick around and let's see what Royalton Bavaro has in store for a guest like you. There. This is the lobby coming from the drop-off. If you're taking a bus from the airport, bus or van or pickup car, that's the drop-off where you will be dropping off together with your baggage. And initially the staff of the hotel will basically assist you to pick up your bag and then drop it there. They'll give you a number, baggage number, baggage ticket, and then immediately you can go through the check-in counter, which is on the left when you come from the drop-off. And then when the staff is really in the mood, I mean, of course there are sometimes cases where they're not, you can go straight to the bar. There's a bar on the right. They'll give you a welcome drink. You know, even when you're queuing up for the reception and for your check-in counter, they'll give you welcome drinks. And then there are seats here, so while you're waiting for your check-in, especially if you arrive early, you will have seats here. You can wait, and then they'll call you back, and then they will assist you and accompany you going to your room. Now, facing the entrance, you will have the courtyard here, immediately at the center of the courtyard. I call it, since I'm from the construction industry, design specifically, they've separated the commercial area, or I call it the noisy area, with the quiet area. So right now we are in the noisy area where they do the shows every night. That's the stage there. This is the octagon, looks like a UFC ring. They have a stage, the black one. Then you have all the seats here surrounding. So every night this is full, especially after dinner. So everyone is basically looking forward for a show every night. At least two shows plus the party in the end. First is for the kids. First 1 hour normally starts at 8 p.m. and then 9 p.m. is the show. Sometimes tribute bands, sometimes special shows, bands, concerts. During our stay here, we have Michael Jackson tribute, we have Freddie Mercury tribute, we have 70s, 80s retro party band that is performing on the stage. Then everyone is here having coffee, having tea, and just basically relaxing after a good sumptuous dinner, which I will show you where you will need to take those. Okay, so let's move on. There you have the guest relations on that table at the far end. If you have complaints, concerns, questions about your stay here, you can approach them. And then we have the bar. You can sit down there while waiting for your baggage to be arranged, while your room is being arranged, especially when you come early, earlier than your check-in time. And then that's the bar. That's all free, all inclusive, so that's part of what you paid for. All right, and then at the right, this is, by the way, this is at the right. Remember, there's a circle courtyard when you enter the hotel. So this is on the right side of that one. So on that circle you turn right, and then this is where you will have your buffet. called Gourmet Marsh. Yeah. So this one is available breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's your choice. So if you want to see the food that they offered, typical, not all the time, because we didn't eat here the whole time, or yeah, we didn't eat here the whole time. We're basically eating around. And then this one is also another courtyard. Sometimes this is an overspill area when the buffet room or the gourmet marché is full. They can set up tables here, but this is open area. Inside is air conditioned. Okay, so you will be greeted by the guest relations or the reception of the buffet. And then even here you will also have an option to eat outside, one inside and one outside, facing the courtyard. So you will be asked by the reception where do you want to eat, inside or outside. Of course, air condition is always better, but sometimes if you prefer to have the outside, like these guys here at my back, you can have that option too. So this is a huge one. So almost every guest comes here for their main meals, lunch, breakfast, and dinner. Then right beside it, almost at the back, probably 1 o'clock from the entrance, you will have the restaurants, specialty restaurants. So we have the Hunter Steak, main one of the best steak, we were told, here in Punta Cana, the Hunter Steak House. This one, or you can enter from the main. You can enter from the main entrance here, which it shares the entrance with Zen. So this is the Hunter Steak House, which you need to book in advance. You will be asked to download an app so that you can book it, or approach the reception podiums. This is for the Hunter Steakhouse, which is obviously, they have it here. That's a Hunter Steakhouse. I'll show you. And we were told also by one of the staff that is owned by Canadians, Hunter Steakhouse. And just right opposite of this is the Zen Teppanyaki. This is the Asian restaurant here. So Zen Teppanyaki also, you need to book it in advance through the app, which can be downloaded while you're here or when you arrive, or you can inquire on the podium table where the receptionists are. All right, and normally they are starting to open for dinner at 6 p.m. and it's always 6 p.m. basically. So you come here, make yourself known to the reception, and then they can book you. It's always full, or most of the time it's full. So I think better for you to, once you arrive here, download the app and book the seats. Okay? Then just right outside that entrance there, it's morning when I'm recording this, so we have a bar. This is the bar that caters for the courtyard guest, the one that is watching the concert. And after the concert, remember I told earlier, kids show, and then the concert, and then like concert dash live show, and then after that will be party by the DJ. So that's the time this one is getting full with all the drinks, alcohol, whatever drinks you like. Okay, so let us go on the left side of the entrance, because this one is already going to the room, so we will go there in a bit. So let's go there. When you enter the hotel or the resort, we'll turn left. Okay, all right, entrance, turn left, my left, not your left. Check-in counter, and then there will be a guest relations for the pre-check-in, online check-in. You have a separate table for that one. Okay, so that's the whole registration and check-in counter for the hotel. And then here, there's a small courtyard at the back, immediately after the counter. And this is where you will find another opening. I think this is the mirror image or plan of the Gourmet Marché, because they also have a courtyard on the other side. But this one, you will have the gym. You have a gym here which is linked to the spa. And there is the spa here. There's a spa, and then the photography. If you want to get some professional photos, you have some wedding registration here. If you want to get married. And then this one specifically is, you need to know, there's an ATM here. This is international, Visa, MasterCard. Although it dispenses peso, Dominican Republic peso. If you need cash for tipping, if you need cash like what we did, we need cash for the pick up and transfer from the airport. So we use this one. If you're a Canadian, you can use all your cards in Canada. And just to make sure, if you really are worried or concerned, you can always ask the counter. But here we've used this one. We've withdrawn cash for our own consumption. Right, so that's here on the left of the entrance. And then yep, here we have a spa. And like what I said, the gym linked to the spa. So it's just a huge courtyard here. So this is on the left of the entrance. Okay. So let's go back to the main courtyard. From that courtyard, souvenirs. Souvenirs and even some quick emergency purchase of bathing suit, swimwear. You can have it here. Even some Dominican Republic hat or sombrero, they call it. And then just right beside that one, which is also almost adjacent to the check-in counter, is an office for excursion registration. If you want to go out and not just stay in the hotel, you can check it out here for excursions. They will take you outside of the hotel, complete with transfer. So it will vary depending on the excursion that you plan to have. It will vary for sure, and especially the cost. Now this one is connected to the other one, to the other side of the souvenir shop. And then immediately after this is, we call this what? Culinary experience. I'll put it on down below what this culinary experience is. And then here, this is Score. This one is called Score Bar and Lounge. There. Score Bar and Lounge. The first day we arrived here, since it's off the check, in between the check-in and the check-out. So most of the buffet is closed. So, but this one is open all the time, the whole day, even up to night time. So we were brought here by the manager. So we took our lunch here. Typical food for a bar and lounge: ribs, filet steak you have here. So this is also another option for you. If you don't like the buffet anymore, you can come here. This is an a la carte restaurant, Score Bar and Lounge. Just right at the left of the entrance. I will always use the entrance as the reference, especially for this area. Left, and then just immediately after the souvenir. Now right beside the Score Bar and Lounge, we have the casino. And it was specifically mentioned here, adult only, 18 plus. So casino. And for sure they have some TV screens here for games, where you can have you can watch. That goes the same for the Score Bar and Lounge. And then another thing is, of course, washroom. I think you have two washrooms here, one on the left and one on the right. And then for another excursion, enhanced experience, probably if you want to have romantic dinner on the beach, you can book it here together with some alcohol drinks. Alright, this is all the way from the entrance there to the left, my left. Okay, and at the corner, before we leave the courtyard area, we have here the cafe, lounge, and the Scoops Gelato, where you can get ice creams and coffees non-stop, bottomless. This is included in your all-inclusive package. And then you have some seating area here, overlooking the courtyard and the stage in the middle, and just right beside the stage. And that's the coffee shop here. So if you'll notice, everything revolves around this huge courtyard here, and this is what I call the noisy area, because at night time I think the noise here or the music here stops at 12 or 1 a.m. and that's gonna be not ideal for the rooms. That's why I think they split the quiet area and the noisy area. Alright, so from here we will go deeper to the resort, and then we'll see the other beauty of this resort other than this noisy area or the entertainment area. Alright? At the back of the coffee lounge, Team Prime. I think this is travel club, Prime Travel Club. I'll talk about it in more detail later. And supposedly it's not good. Alright, and then here, dito naman yung mga kids. Meron silang kids area. Actually kids for this one, see? They have kids here. Right, playgrounds, and then they have a kids clubhouse in the corner. Right, that's a kids clubhouse in the corner there. And then yeah, that's the Prime Travel Club, which again I'm almost about to tell you spill the beans, so later I'll explain that later. So from here, when you go straight at the back of the stage from the courtyard, you will have the access to the rooms or to the buildings. They call it habitaciones, which are rooms. Okay, so from here you will have the entrance on that bridge going to the resort itself. All right, I'll bring you there. So from here, you will have there in the corner for teenagers. They have some pinballs, billiard tables, and arcades. So just right for their age, teenagers. So from here, straight at the back of the stage, that is the rooms. So we'll go there. We'll cross the bridge. So I think they did this intentionally to separate the noisy area with the quiet area. Alright, so this is the entrance from the bridge, which is this one, from the courtyard. And then the entrance you will have left and right of me, not yours. So we have two buildings here. One building here, building 11. I think this is building 13. We'll check. Okay, you can find it in the map anyway. The reception can give you a map. You can request if you want. Now these are the accommodations already, the rooms. So from here you can have two ways going to the buildings. This one is also going to the buildings, but the left one, your left or my left, this is where most of the amenities are. So we'll go on this side. This one is mostly for the rooms already. Okay, and then at the center of this courtyard, the quiet courtyard or the quiet area, is mini golf course. Alright, see, and then there are maps here all over the place, especially on the main junction points. So these are rooms, buildings, separate building. Ours is building 11, and then all of the ground floor area have their own swim out pool there. So that one, and this is also back to back. One version is facing this courtyard here, and the other version is facing the other side, which is more quieter because there are almost no people passing by. But this one is, yeah, these are swim out pools here of the balconies. So that's the same for the other side of the property, which also has buildings similar to this. It's just a mirror. and the other side of the swim out is on the facing the staff area, which is very quiet. So it's still a continuation of the mini golf, and then immediately after the mini golf you have the kids pool area, kids pool, and then you will have some of the some sort of a cabana style seats for the parents who will be watching over the kids playing on the pool. Right, so you will have a mini water park here for the kids. I think this is knee-high water level. I mean adult knee-high water level, slides and all. And then also, it's interestingly, right beside the kids water park, you will have an access on the lazy river, which we will show you a bit later. Now, the only restaurant, ideally it has to be far or separate from the buildings or the rooms, but the only restaurant that is part of the accommodation area is the Grazie restaurant. That one, the one with the fan, that's an Italian restaurant. So you can also book there for dinner, and then again, this is in the middle of the quiet area. When we ate there, it's a bit noisy, but I assume every people who are staying on top of the restaurant is notified about the possibly a bit of a noise generated from the restaurant. So just make sure when you check in, and if you don't want that noise from the restaurant, make sure you mention that you don't want it, especially above the Grazie Trattoria restaurant. And then right in front of that one is a bar, another bar. You can order drinks, unlimited, right? Unlimited, so that's part of that one. And then we'll proceed going towards the beach. Okay? So this is also in the middle, right in front of the Grazie Italian restaurant. There's a bar here that you can order whatever drinks you like. Okay? Like what I said, in front of the bar and the Grazie Italian restaurant, we have here the lazy river, which the one we've enjoyed so much. Actually, we are not fan of public pool for some specific reason, but the lazy river, very fun. And then that's why we got a swim out suite. All right, so you'll have all the lazy river in the middle of the property there. And then one good thing about the lazy river is it has its own bar, right? Like a station. Every lap you do on the lazy river, you will have an access to the bar, which is also part of the all-inclusive package. You can drink as much as you'd like. All right, and again, buildings, accommodations, opposite side of the property, or the lazy rivers in the middle. Okay, that one. See the buildings, and all swim out suites are here. Now this is the access to the bar that is accessible from the lazy river. Right, I'm not sure if you'll see that there. So that's a lot of fun there. So order what you want, mostly drinks, actually all are drinks when you're doing the laps on the lazy river. So you don't have to come out of the lazy river just to order drinks. It's already there on the route of the lazy river. Those are the sample swim out pool area, right outside the balcony of the suites. And then here, during our visit here, we don't have to reserve these cabanas or this. So normally we don't reserve it, especially during our visit. We don't have to. First come, first serve. So yeah, the earlier the better, obviously. And then this is right in front of one of the public pool, and I mentioned public pool specifically for a specific reason. All right. We're good. Thank you. Here. Some of the souvenir tables here set up right in front of the public pool. One of the public pool. This is the first one.
And this one is the next one.
That's the next one. Good one, eh? That's public pool. I think this is shallower because I see mostly kids here. Then another set here at the towards the beach. So again, more seats for you. First come, first serve. These are special suites in the beach in Cabana with jacuzzi and infinity pool. Right, I believe this is for the Diamond Club, special group of people who pay a little extra for specific services. This one is public jacuzzi. This one is public jacuzzi. There's another one at the back. So it's mirror. Right, so that's the beach, that's the pool area. And then again, access to the swimming pools. One covered pool with a canvas. This is public pool. This is public pool. Another public pool here where they do the foam party. Right, so that's another public pool there with bar at the end of the pool. Again, all inclusive. This is where the DJ is. This is where they do the party. I think there's a white party every Thursday. Right, all you need to do is to wear white and then party all night. All white, party all night. And then this one here, this one I will not enter because this one is specifically for Diamond Club members. Okay, Diamond Club members. That's a special swimming pool for them. And then I believe most of them are booked or housed in a nearby rooms where they also have their own swim out pools. So Diamond Club area, you'll pay extra, I think extra $30 to $40 per night per person. Okay, so I cannot go there because I didn't listed ourselves there. So let me show you the beach. As you head towards the beach, I'm already sweating in this hot. You have here the registration for any water sports, kayaking, speedboat, banana boats, and then right opposite this one, the cabanas, right at the sand of the beach. Okay, and then there are also some servers who are basically serving you drinks, and you'll see the difference. This is the cabana for the regular guest, and those are the cabanas and special beds for Diamond Club members. So there's a distinction there, and this is the beach. I am sure some of you already researched about the seaweeds here in the beach, and I don't know if we're lucky or just perfect timing, but our visit this time don't have seaweeds, so it's beautiful to come here, I think, during this time. No seaweeds, the beach is clean, and again the cabanas are here all the way there, and obviously there's no borderline between hotels in this beach, so these are all combined beach used for all the hotels in the Bavaro side of Punta Cana. Alright, so again, no need to reserve, first come first serve here in the cabanas. All you have to do is to catch one of the servers, so you can order drinks and even food. And then you also have the volleyball area here, and then we'll go around and see the other side of the beach cabanas. One of the public pool, the big public pool with a bar in it, so you don't have to come out of the pool just to get a drink. It's already there. Now this one, there's another one called the sandbar, the sand beach, the sandbar beach. Just a bar. All right, there's another bar here close by to the swimming pool and to the beach. Again, part of the all-inclusive package. And then right beside it is the we enjoyed the lunch here. This is called the Oceanside. So apologies for my sweat. I'm perspiring a lot. So this is the Oceanside restaurant. You also have outside type of dining, and also inside. And this is right. Obviously, it's called Oceanside, so it's right beside the beach. And then this is where you will register on the registration for a booking if you want a romantic and picturesque dinner, lunch, or whatever. See that one? All right. And this is another, that's the extension of the cabanas all the way there. And there are more registrations here, souvenirs, on the beach. Okay, so this is the Oceanside restaurant. You can also do lunch, breakfast, dinner, but I believe the lunch and dinner is included in your package, but breakfast, it will be for the Diamond Club members. And washrooms, we have washrooms here right beside the Oceanside restaurant. And then you will have also the other restaurant, which is a Brazilian steak grill. That's the washroom, that's the Oceanside, and this is the Brazilian grill for steaks, right? Rio. You can also book there. You need to book for reservation. And yeah, those are the areas mostly for the whole Royalton Bavaro. And take note, this is from the company Autograph Collection. We were told Canadian owners, so close to our house. And I forgot to mention, there are showers right immediately when you come out of the beach sand. There are showers for foot and for your total body shower there. That 3 columns there, that one, so that you will not spill over the sand all over the place. Okay. Yeah, you will have a lot of choices for the public pools actually. I thought there's only 2, but there are 3 public pools here. Plus, in addition to the kids water park, right up front of the quiet side courtyard. All right, and then also, if you're concerned about the towels, you will get the towels here. Yeah, so see there, towel guy, yes. So you'll get the towels. Domingo towels. Yeah. So you'll get the towel. Look for Domingo towels.
Hey, I'm here.
See? Look for the Domingo towels.
We are waiting for you.
He's the king of the towels here.
Towels here. 2,000 towels.
See? In the middle of the property. So whenever you need the towels for these seats, or when you're going to the beach, or even going to the lazy river,
Yes.
this is the man.
I am the man.
See?
Especially.
All right. Thank you. Gracias. Gracias, señor. See? They are very friendly here. So much. You don't need to speak Spanish, but learning a bit will help. They will appreciate it. Okay? Now, coming from the beach, from the public pool area, one of our favorite places here during our stay is, again, like what I said earlier, the lazy river. And this shows the bar at that corner.
You know what?
And then,
waiting for you to come to the room.
and then from here, see, you have all the features of a lazy river. And then in the middle, there's an access almost right in front of the bar of the lazy river. You have here something like a snack bar, snack grill. Mostly will be grilled, fried, the one that really fits the swimming mood. Right, so this one is a huge area, okay, right in front of the bar of the lazy river together with the food truck here. Right now it's closed. I think it's they will open in an hour, early afternoon, but they have the food here, freshly cooked, freshly grilled, and it's a nice break when you're having the lazy river fun. Okay, and you're fully covered here, and then immediate access. See, immediate access to the lazy river there. Another one there, right in front of the bar. All the bridges. You even have a choice to enter the lazy river through a slide. Through a slide. Alright, entering the lazy river through a slide. You have two of these. This is one close to the bar or to the grill area. See the slide? Exactly. That's the plan. And another one at the back. Alright, so this is the center courtyard of the quiet area where you can see the buildings, the accommodations at both sides. So lazy river in the middle. Again, accesses are, see, I mean, the towels that was given to me by Domingo Towels. Domingo Towels. Crazy. Alright. So again, continuation of the lazy river. And then for Diamond Club members who knows how to surf, you can access this if it is working. Something like a surfing feature. That one. Good thing we're not Diamond Club members, because this one, during our visit up to this recording date of this vlog, it is not working. It is being repaired. So, but if you're here and that is working, you need to be a Diamond Club member to access this one. Alright, and again, it's in the middle of the lazy river layout. Alright, so here you will be housed, or your rooms will be arranged and be selected on each building. Right, for us it's building 11. This is this building, and then there's a concierge. Every 2 buildings there will be a concierge, so you will have your questions answered when you are booked here. So there will be people here. Unfortunately, there's no one right now, but there will be concierge who will be taking care of you to answer all your questions. And see the swim out pools. Right. Okay, so 1 concierge or 2 concierge per one set of buildings. So technically 1 concierge every building. Elevators for our relatives, loved ones, friends who are disabled. They can do that one, they can access, and that's why you can see it's a ramp, not a steps. Okay, like what I said earlier, I hope I said earlier, we booked a swim out suite. So this is our room. I've already shown this in my other vlog, but for sure you can already see how it looks in booking.com, hotel.com, in every website where you can book the hotel. Good thing about Royalton Bavaro, I look like a little burn, right? Whatever picture they're showing on those websites are, I can say, accurate. That's how it looks. It's beautiful, it's new, because the Royalton Bavaro just opened 2017. That is almost like 8 years ago. So it's pretty relatively new. I'm not saying scratchless, but relatively new. And you know that you're getting something that is just basically fairly new in terms of other hotels. And like what I said, it's a swim out suite. We have 2 stretch I want to call it a stretcher, but seats, and then access to the swimming pool. And we are sharing this pool with other guests here, which we don't mind. Again, the fewer the swimmers or the fewer the pool users are, the better for us. And that's our preference anyway. If you want public pool, you can go to the public pools, alright? So, review. All right, let me give you my 2 cents, or maybe more cents than 2. Our review, and I will take this as a review from me and my wife who booked this vacation here in Royalton Bavaro. Out of 10, I would say it's 8.5 to 9 out of 10. Right? From the food, from the accommodation, cleanliness, even staff. Right? And I specifically say that even the staff, because we have encountered a specific situation here or scenario where one of their staff basically becomes very demanding and pushy in terms of offering promos about extras. Okay, so I think that's the one that pulled my rating, my review, or our review into 8.5 to 9 instead of 9.5 to 10 almost. Right? So there's no perfect hotel, obviously, but there are better hotels than the others, and I think this is one of those. One of those means, based on the reviews, based on the chats that I had here with other guests, this one is one of the best in the Bavaro area. Okay, so just a piece of advice on tips. We prepared tips, $1 bill. We brought at least, what, depending on the length of your stay here, but we brought, I think, around 50 $1 bills for tipping, because $1 is the minimum. If the service is really excellent, that's our way of tipping, really, based on the performance, based on the merit, which is if their service is really good, they have their own initiative to serve you, then we'll give them a tip. $1, $2. If it's really, really good, we give them $5. So only up to that one, so that your bills or the money that you'll bring is just minimal but sufficient. Okay, that's for the tipping. Now for the cleaning of the room, the service of the room, unfortunately we have our room cleaned twice out of 5 days. The rest we have not seen them clean it yet, but it doesn't negate the rest of the goodness of the staff. Now again, like what I said earlier, one of the guys here, I'm not sure if he's from Royalton Bavaro, not even from the Diamond Club. And in fairness to the Diamond Club agents here, they're not very pushy. Only if you really are interested, because Diamond Club information is available anyway in the website. What are the treats, what are the benefits of those? We didn't take that because, again, this is just a vacation, quick vacation for us. But if you are into perks, benefits, take that one. I think you will enjoy that too. But one guy here who approached us, our thing is we want to book a restaurant. It ran out, it became full, so we're finding a way of trying to get it booked in whatever is possible. And then one guy approached us here in our concierge, building 11. Okay, I will not name names, but what I would say is be very careful with those gentlemen. I don't even want to call him a gentleman because he did not become gentle in the end. Okay, he became pushy. Can I say bullshitter? Professional bullshitter. All right, so avoid. I think my advice is, if somebody approaches you about promos, discounts, if you really are not into it, if your focus is to really have a good vacation, stay away from them. Don't talk to them. Okay, don't talk to them at all. It's okay not to talk to them. Talk only to the concierge or to those that covers your package. Okay, that's just the main thing. Now, airport transfers, the one we paid is booked by the manager himself of the Royalton Bavaro, which cost us $80 US, from airport to Royalton Bavaro and back. Royalton Bavaro to airport, $80. I think you can negotiate much lower, but since this is recommended by the hotel manager himself from here, from Royalton Bavaro, we took it. regardless of there are cheaper options or not. At least this is legit. Okay, what else? The beach I've already mentioned. The cost, I believe I've got this. We're from Canada, so we've got this 5 days 4 nights for $1,400 Canadian, all inclusive, except for the transport from airport to the hotel and hotel to the airport, plus except the airfare, $1,400 for the two of us, for me and my wife. So that's basically $150 per day, 150 Canadian dollars per day. I think that's good enough for whatever we have while we're booking this hotel, this vacation. So we think it's worth it, except for that specific incident there. But the rest, it's perfect. From the lazy river, from the food. The food is overwhelming somehow, that we underestimated how volumetric the food is being prepared here and being presented to us every day. So, alright, if I missed something that you want to know about our experience here, please leave a comment down below, and I'll try to respond to that one as soon as possible, so that you can use it for your booking here in Royalton Bavaro. So for now, if you haven't watched my channel, most of it are in Tagalog, but if you really are interested to know, let me know in the comments on those videos, so that I can provide a subtitle in English. If you think my contents on travels, I have there my immigration to Canada experience, my hobbies. But if it's about to travel, like we had the Las Vegas trip here, that's a full playlist there. We also got those for cheap, affordable travel budget. So if you're interested to hear those in English, let me know on those videos. Whatever videos there that you think you're interested to know, and you want to understand, not in Tagalog but in English, let me know. I'll provide the subtitle there once you request it. Okay, once you request it, so that I can give you 100% effort to do the subtitling for you. But for this one, I'm already sweating, and we like it, because when you go back to Canada, it's already 0 degrees, so we will enjoy every bit of sweat falling from my skin. Every bit of sweat falling from my skin. Alright, so I hope this helped somehow. I'm not sure how long it has been since I'm recording this, but I hope it was able to help you visualize what you'll be getting and what you'll be expecting here when you come here in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, specifically in the Royalton Bavaro. And there's not only one hotel of Royalton or Autograph Collection company have. They have Royalton Splash, Royalton Punta Cana, and the one we chose is Royalton Bavaro, this one. Alright, I hope this helps, and if you haven't subscribed yet on my channel, please do click the subscribe button and the notification bell, so that when we have new travels, because we always aim for the budget but enjoyable travel, you will always be notified. Alright, thank you for the likes, thank you for the views, and I should be seeing you on the next videos and reviews. I will now include all the reviews of where we're going. Alright, see you and take care. See you on the next video.